Okay, I told you I was going to do a part two pertaining to Bill Cosby being released from prison. And I just want you guys to hear these lying hoes, testimony of how them telling their version of the story of how they made Bill Cosby. And like I said, I think they're full of shit. And I want you guys to listen very carefully as to how all these lying old bitches tell you exactly their encounter with Bill Cosby. Look at their faces. Do these women look like they got sexually assaulted, or they look mad? Like vicious, like they try to destroy this man's life. Anyways, let's start with Victoria. Victoria Valentino. All right, let's play this story and then we're gonna, chop it up.
My name is Victoria Valentino, and I met Bill Cosby in 1969. I was a folk singer, an actress, and after my son died, it was very difficult for me to go into the studio.
Meaning she was a failure at every single thing she named. And Bill Cosby was there to up her career and it didn't work out. So therefore, sexual assault.
And record. My then boyfriend had a friend named Meg Foster, an actress. Meg and I used to go over to the Cafe Figaro. Cosby was part owner. Meg went to the ladies' room.
So your girlfriend and you used to go to the restaurant in which Bill Cosby owned, or you just specifically go to that restaurant that Bill Cosby owned to get put on. So you guys basically put yourself in an advantageous situation so y'all could be picked up by Bill Cosby to up your career. That's basically what she's saying indirectly without saying it. Like I said, they set themselves up by constantly going to this dude restaurant just so they can up their career. You notice that majority of these women, right, that come out and talk about sexual assault on some type of actors or producer or something. Notice that each one of these people was some type of starving artist or was trying to make it into the industry. They all had a career within the industry and they didn't make it. If it's a chick who came out and accused some type of musician, rappers of some type of allegation, I guarantee you without a doubt they were trying to make it into that music industry. So if an actor, if she's accusing an actor of some type of sexual assault, guarantee you she was trying to make it into that acting industry. So let's play it.
And came back and told me that Cosby had said that he felt bad because I was grieving. We went to a steak restaurant on the Strip. He reached over and he put a pill next to my wine glass. He said, "Take this."
Come on, you know she full of shit when she say that. So you were grieving, right? This man took you out to a steak dinner, right? With whoever. And then he slowly placed a pill next to your wine glass while you're grieving. Does that even make sense? Does that make sense? Somebody is down and out after the loss of the lost one, and instead of this dude, trying to comfort her, make her feel good, he hand her a pill next to her wine glass. I have never ever heard about a story where somebody is grieving for their loss, and instead of trying to comfort them, you hand them a pill like that quick. Let me rewind this back so you guys can hear exactly what her dumb ass said.
To my wine glass. He said, "Take, put a pill." He felt bad because I was grieving. We went to a steak.
Look at her eyes. She's not even looking directly at the camera. She's reading some shit. I guarantee you, without a doubt, she's reading a script. Seriously, she is. Notice how her eyes constantly shift, right? It's like she's looking at something, but she's not, and she's trying to keep her eye directly on the camera and stuff. She full of shit. They all full of shit. Bill Cosby ain't raped her. Come on now. Like, notice how doing whatever Bill Cosby was going through, right? How come none of these women really, like, thoroughly explain this story in the courthouse? You know, they have to kind of get an interview with these sellout media personnel. You know, these women they don't think for themselves. Because if they actually would have explained the story exactly how it went, toe to toe with Bill Cosby, I guarantee you it would not be exactly what they're saying right now. I guarantee you.
Restaurant on the Strip. He reached over and he put a pill next to my wine. Bad because I was grieving. We went to a steak restaurant on the Strip. He reached over and he put a pill next to my wine glass. He said, "Take this. It'll make you feel better. It'll make us all feel better." And then I started feeling groggy. And then he reached over across Meg and popped another pill in my mouth. And
oh, come on. You were feeling woozy while out eating? Was there like a lot of people around or something? I want to see the camera footage. If there was camera back then in whatever the restaurant they're eating at. But let me rewind this back again. I'm sorry, man, but she's ridiculous right now.
It'll make you feel better. It'll make us all feel better. And then I started feeling groggy. And then he reached over across Meg and popped another pill in my mouth. And then pretty soon it was sort of the face in plate syndrome. You know, I was like, and I was feeling nauseated. So he said, "Oh, I'll take you home."
You know what? One thing about date rape drugs, you don't even remember shit. You don't remember shit. You just woke up and then you just kind of assume what might have happened. Because if you remember you're feeling woozy and then he popped another one in your mouth again, where were the security? Bill Cosby was very popular back then. Where was the security? So you telling me all his security just sitting around and then helping him put this intoxicated woman in his car? And none of his security came out or who was around him? I guarantee you some of these celebrities, when they go out to have dinner, they don't really go out alone. Let's be honest. They don't really go out alone. Especially in those times. You know? And if Bill Cosby is going to, slide her a pill, it's probably going to be at a Playboy mansion or something like that. Or at his house. Who takes a girl out for dinner, right? To make her feel better. And then give her a pill. Does that make sense? We're not at the bar. We're not at the club. We're out eating steak. This is a comfort meal. I'm trying to make you feel good to forget about your past. So therefore, instead of me doing it, I'm going to give you a pill. And like I said, even if Bill Cosby give her a pill or not, I guarantee you, nobody is just gonna do it out in the open. Look at her eyes, man. She's full of shit. But let's continue.
You went through this whole cycle of trying not to throw up in this famous star's apartment, office, whatever it was. I looked up and I looked around, and she was completely passed out on the love seat, and he was sitting next to her. And then on top of all that, I saw a growing bulge in his pants.
Yo. Let me get this bitch story.
Completely passed out on the love seat, and he was sitting next to her. And then on top of all that, I saw a growing bulge in his pants.
So you telling me, look, you went to this guy's apartment, right? Or whatever place you're at. You telling me you don't know what is going to happen before you get there? I'm telling you, if a woman is hanging out with a man and she made that conscious decision to hang out with that man, wherever it may be, I guarantee you she's gonna know before she even get there. If we're going on a date, you just think the word date means I'm implying some type of free meal. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm pretty sure you're going to be aware of that. You know, hopefully it could lead to something. You can't just later on change that. You knew what it was before you got there. And you got there knowing, hopefully, it could spark your acting career. It happens all the time. If a producer, director, actor invite you, a mediocre star who's trying to make it into the industry, right, to their apartment or somewhere out, you already know what it's gonna be. If I invite a girl out to go grab a drink at a bar or hang out for a little bit, I'm not trying to be your friend. I am not trying to be your friend. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, they already know what they're getting into before they get into it.
Pants. And I started reaching toward him and going, trying to distract him. And he looked over at me, and he finally just got up and he walked over and he sat down on the love seat, pulled down the zipper on his pants.
What does that mean? Poured down his zipper down his pants? Did he like just shove his dick up your mouth? Did he pin you down? Now you're doing... We don't know what that means. Please explain that to us again, Victoria.
And I started reaching toward him and going...
So she tried to help her friend. She tried to stop Bill Cosby. By acting like a zombie. Get off my friend. So Bill Cosby got up, like a vicious predator that he is, turned to her, instead of her just walking out the door, or her friend screaming. I don't even know why she didn't scream, And he turned to her, walked up to her, pulled down his pants, and then, what happened, Victoria? We want to know. Did he rape you or not? Did he rape you? So she's trying to imply and have us make the decision for her by assuming that he actually raped her when all he did was pull down his pants. Pull down his pants. Did he forcefully attack you? Did he pin you down to the ground and stick his dick up your ass? Excuse my language. Did he forcefully come on to you? Let's listen to what she said again.
Bulge in his pants.
Okay.
And I started reaching toward him and going, trying to distract him. And he looked over at me and he finally just got up and he walked over and he sat down on the love seat, pulled down the zipper on his pants. You just are struggling to breathe. You're struggling not to throw up on this person. Then he got up and he flipped me over, standing up, and he did me doggy style and let me fall on the love seat. And he...
Did you ever say stop? Did you ever said stop? Did you ever just got up and walk out the door? I'm telling you, she's reading shit. There's a whole teleprompter right in front of her face, and she's reading it. He pulled his zipper down, and then what happened? After that, she just started feeling like she wanted to throw up. So he pulls his zipper down. Did you... What she's not saying is, did he or did he not force you? Because I could walk out my house, right? And then pull my zipper down in front of a girl. If she puts her mouth on my shit, that's not my fault. And then later on claim that I raped her. Why is she leaving specific detail out? And that's consent. Did you or did you not consent? But what she's doing is she's putting all the accountability and responsibility on the drugs that she's trying to make us believe that she took. Like I was drugs, so I didn't have to, the mental awareness of declining nor accepting. So whatever happened, I was high to even make sense of it. Just blame it on the drugs. That's the new thing now. Put myself in a situation, party, do a lot of drugs, drink a lot, and if all comes, and if I ever get caught possibly looking like a hoe, I would just blame it on the fact that I wasn't coherent enough. And then he flipped her. And then he did her doggy style. They should have asked her, did you or did you not enjoy it? And what took you all these years to come out? And why did all of you guys come out at the same time? I'll tell you. Because They were hoping to get a gig and become a famous actress, or up their career. Didn't work out. Didn't get nothing out of it. Fucked the rich guy, and now it's a Me Too movement on Bill Cosby. They're a bunch of liars, man. And if you notice, there's a bunch of white women too. It's a bunch of them.
Walked to the door, opened the door, and started to walk out. And I turned over and I'm going, how are we going to get home? And he said, he didn't even look at me directly. He turned and he looked very disdainfully, sort of in my direction. He said, call a cab.
Call a cab. So you guys was hoping for something that day from fucking Bill Cosby. Didn't get it. Got fucked. Kicked you out. Y'all feel like a whore that you actually were. And then now it's his fault. It's not his job to take you home. Y'all made a choice to come there. Y'all knew what it was gonna be. Allegedly, if that ever happened. They knew what it was going to be before they even got there. That's why I said some of these women got to start taking responsibility for their action. If you put yourself in a situation to be taken advantage of, that's your fault. That is your fault. Ain't nobody else's fault but your fault. Alright? So let's hear this little weird ass looking, I don't know, which, damn, I definitely don't believe that Bill Cosby raped her. Come on now, Bill Cosby, all these women look like they have at least 10 years on Bill Cosby. Even though Bill Cosby is old, they look old as hell. Old. But anyways, let's hear her bullshit story.
I'm Louisa Moritz.
No. She has a Joker makeable. Makeup around their eyes. Come on, man. You're telling me New York, whoever did this shit on Bill Cosby. You're telling me you couldn't do her hair? Really? You could not have done her hair and makeup better? Really? Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Looking at her, she looked like she was heavily into cocaine back in the days. I don't even think pills was her problem. I said cocaine and heavy ass drugs. Cocaine and a lot of drinking. That's how it looked like right there. Cocaine and a lot of drinking. Yep.
When I met Mr. Cosby, I was on the Tonight Show. I was in my dressing room, putting last touches on my makeup.
Damn. You forgot to put that shit on when you walk up in front of this camera. Somebody need to take her back and add the final touch. This is something. And she got a nose piercing too. Isn't that like, modern day kind of horror sign?
My makeup.
Adding final touches.
He opened the door. He never knocked. I knew it was Mr. Cosby.
What? Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me, man. You telling this dude just kicking up doors like Jason Voorhees with a machete, and she just heard there was some door kicker going around town. Who in the world just kicked somebody's door open, and she just, it's Bill Cosby. The pill rapist is here. The pudding pop rapist is here. They were just going around just slaying coochie, man. The pudding pop slay coochie slayer. You telling me girl just all of a sudden heard a sound and without any hesitation at all, she just, it smelled like Bill Cosby's in the building. I'm his next victim. Oh shit. Yo, that is crazy. Yo, hear this shit again, man. This is wild. I like what? Oh my god. Hear this shit again.
He opened the door. He never knocked. I knew it was Mr. Cosby. I'd seen his picture.
So wait. So he opened up the door. You knew it was Cosby because you have seen his picture, but you had no idea. You didn't even see him. He opened up the door. I don't know. Were you facing? So you telling me you need to see Bill Cosby picture before you know it was Bill Cosby? You were already in the entertainment industry. You telling me you have no idea who Bill Cosby was? No idea. He opened up the door without knocking. I knew it was Mr. Bill Cosby while I was on the Tonight Show, and I knew that because I've seen his picture. Really? So you have never, ever had further interaction with Bill Cosby, who was the talk of the town around that time. So you had no idea at all. Come on now. You know she's reading something. These women are being paid to slander Cosby. That man is innocent. Some innocent to it. You know? But come on now. Oh my God. I've seen his picture. It's Mr. Cosby. He must be here to take something. He must be here to collect what I owe.
I'd seen his picture. He walked in, he closed the door behind him, and he came up to me, zippered down his pants.
Let me continue first.
And put my head on his penis.
Yo got Bill Cosby fucked up. You telling me Bill is just going around zipping down his pants and telling these bitches, you know what it is. You know what time it is. You know? They should have changed his slogan to, you know what time it is. You telling me she's getting ready for her show. She's getting ready for her show. So, you telling me there was nobody around? Bill Cosby just walked up? And she couldn't say, like, you know what, Bill, like, hey, this is not the time. I'm about to get ready for a show. Maybe we can do this later, you know? I'm not ready yet. Why couldn't she just do that? But instead, kicked down the door, She never mentioned she ever had any further interaction with him prior. She never mentioned if she had previous interaction with him prior to the event of him kicking down the door, walking in, zipping down his pants, and then shoving his head on his penis. Why would Bill Cosby do that if you guys have never, ever, ever fucked before? So without a doubt, I can guarantee you Bill Cosby was fucking her way before that incident. Why don't you tell the people, right? Why don't you tell the people how were you guys' relationship was prior to that situation? We want to know the origin story. That's what they leave out most of the time. The origin story. Like when every single woman tell you anything pertaining to a man, just ask them, how did it happen? What part did you play in it? And also, it'll come to me later. Just ask them. Those questions. What part did you play in it? And what was the origin? What was the origin? How did it start? How did all of this got started? And what part did you play in it too? Like, so Bill Cosby raped you? Okay, then what did you do to make him want to rape you? Ask him that. What did you do to make him want to rape you? Because these women always leave out that story as to what they did. What part did they play in all of this accusation, from rape, assault, abuse, domestic violence, all that nonsense. Always ask them, what did you do to cause that? What did you do? Because he just run up on you and shove his dick in your mouth. And then you go up on a Tonight Show. You know? Like nothing happened. Come on now. Y'all heard what she said. Does that shit even sound believable? Does that shit even sound believable? They lying. Instantly these bitches say this thing, and then Bill Cosby have to go sit in jail. Gotta be sitting in jail just to be proven that they're lying hoes. Why should this man go sit in jail? Because they're lying. Like it hasn't even been proven yet. It wasn't even proven yet, and he's sitting in jail until it's being proven. Come on now. Do you notice that really like nobody ever from the Playboy Mansion come out and talk about they got raped? And if they did, why isn't it as popular as it is? Right, like, why isn't it being talked about? Because there is numerous stories pertaining to the Playboy Mansion that I guarantee you, all those sitcom stars always go there. They all go there, and you want to know something? They always get hooked up on ecstasy, and they'll always have an orgy. Do you notice nothing ever comes out of that Playboy Mansion? Many comedians, movie stars, celebrities, they will tell you exactly how the Playboy Mansion is. So whatever these bitches are talking about, that happens in the Playboy Mansion tenfold. Literally, it happened in the Playboy Mansion at a higher level than they're accusing these so-called people like R. Kelly or Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein. That shit happened. But no one ever talks about what goes on in the Playboy Mansion. No one. Because I guarantee you, Bill Cosby been to the Playboy Mansion. He is an honorary member. So majority of these women you see out here accusing Bill of rape, I guarantee you a lot of them met Bill Cosby in a Playboy Mansion. And that relationship just seems to, move on. You know? So why don't you have these, ask these women, right? Did you ever went to the Playboy Mansion? They won't lie. Or they'll probably try to lie. But I guarantee you, a lot of them gets invited by a celebrity too. Probably Bill Cosby bring a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? The whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cast crew banned to the Playboy. There's even pictures of it. You think Will wasn't getting his thing on? Cat William will tell you about it. I'm telling you, most of your celebrities all have been to the Playboy Mansion and have had a bunch of orgies, gay shit. They've done a lot. A lot. So don't let these sad faces fool you talking about, Bill Cosby did this and this and that. No. That shit, what it is that they're accusing Bill Cosby of, that's nothing compared to what goes on in this Playboy Mansion, at the Playboy Mansion. Or mostly what these director and producer on major shows have done to them. Bill Cosby is just that black. They're always accusing niggas of rape. But they'll never accuse the white boys that do a lot worse shit to them. Because now, black men are the face of rape. But really, white dudes are doing a lot more shitty shit behind the door. But we just taking a rap for a lot of their bullshit. If they didn't get their way with a black dude, it's a rape. If they didn't get their way with a white dude, we gotta try harder. But let me bring back what the nonsense she said.
I'd seen his picture or makeup. He opened the door. He never knocked. I knew it was Mr. Cosby. I'd seen his picture. He walked in, he closed the door behind him.
She full of shit.
And he came up to me, zippered down his pants.
This is the part that just annoys me. You telling me you never met fucking Bill Cosby ever in your goddamn fucking life? He opens the door and you saw him and then you knew it was Cosby because you've seen his picture and you have never ever met him and he just walks up to you and zipped down his pants and then took the back of your head and shoved it in his pants? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Yo, of all the stories I've heard about accusation, this is probably one of the most short, unexplainable version of what actually happened in any case of allegation. Because it was so short, they were trying to keep it so that's the thing about all of the videos I'm about to go through. They try to keep it short and sweet, but they're not they think women are naturally going to just they're not going to read between the lines. They're not going to read between the line. All that's going to be going in their mind is he raped her. Fuck what happened. But if you're an intelligent man, you will sit there like, wait, what? How in the world? It's like if a random guy busts through your window, right? And come here and it's a girl rape. Okay, it's not okay. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's a random guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you get caught on the street. You know, random guy. But you telling me Bill Cosby is just gonna pull that bullshit, knowing his reputation, his name is on the line, and just bust into your dressing room and nobody ever stopped him, and then you or him don't know who he is, but he damn sure know you. Have you ever had any interaction before, prior to that moment? Come on now. Let's.
And put my head behind.
I, I'm sorry. I gotta rewind
I've
this.
seen his picture.
This shit is just.
He
Oh
walked
my
in.
god. You gotta hear this shit again, man.
Putting last touches on my makeup. He opened the door. He never knocked. I knew it was Mr. Cosby. I'd seen his picture. He walked in, he closed the door behind him, and he came up to me.
Yeah.
Zippered down his pants, and put my head on his penis. It went on for maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
And you didn't push him off? You didn't push this man off once. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry for constantly stopping this video, but her part of the story is just so full of shit that it's like it's just too obvious. It's full of shit. I'm saying full of shit. Full of shit. It's way too obvious. Come on.
But it was the longest 5 minutes that I ever experienced. And when they called my
Sucking dick for 5 minutes. How was it the longest 5 minutes you have ever experienced? Ever in your life? How in the world is sucking dick for 5 minutes? It's the longest 5 minutes he's ever had in your life. God damn it, man! Like, does that even make sense? Like, who gives a fuck if it was 5 minutes? Who cares? Because it was 5 minutes, so what? It means something?
name, he ran out.
He's a runner. He's a
When
track
he
star.
walked on the stage, ran out. He ran out.
Yo,
When he walked on the stage,
they had my dude like speeding goes out. What's that rabbit they give for an Looney Tune? That dude came in, kicking the door. You know, his Bill Cosby pulled down his pants, shoved his dick in her face, took her head, cup it, shove it down his pants for 5 minutes, and then dip out. He just ran out. Come on now. He just ran out. Does that even make sense? He just ran out. Like, whoop, got my dick sucked. I'm out of here. Now I gotta go find the next person. Victoria Valentino, here I come. He just jumping out window, you know. Just
and when they called my name, he ran out.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, for 5 minutes, isn't somebody like you got a job to do? Somebody should be knocking the door. You know, like, hey, hurry up, like blah blah blah. You got to get on set.
When he walked on the stage, he introduced himself as Louisa Moritz and got a huge laugh. When they called me to go out on stage, I was a zombie. He didn't look at me well.
Like the way you're looking right now, you look like a zombie. You know, a clown zombie. You know, one of them American Horror Story freak show. That's how she looked like, a pure freak show. Damn, man, are you seriously telling me you allowed this lady to walk up looking like this? Come on now. It's like they're going for we want to make you look as traumatized as ever, to the point where you just didn't know how to get yourself together prior to this, interview you're gonna be going through, because it's gonna make you relive some type of traumatic past, and it just makes you shake every single time you put on your lipstick and your whatever makeup around your eyes. And I think that's probably what they were going for. But if damn, sad her. I ain't raped those women, man. He's innocent. And if he did, them bitches had it coming.
We were on the show. I didn't look at him. I just felt him.
Well, there you go. That's one of those bitches. Louisa Moretz. That's her. That's definitely her. She full of shit. She is full of shit. You know? That is crazy. Anyways, like I said, I'm doing a segment on Bill Cosby, right? And how these lying ass hoes coming out, and this is how they all look. And I will stay tuned. I will be getting to the part 3, cause we gotta clear this man's name, man. Not like I said, if Bill Cosby may have had some parts, in whatever happened, but the way it's being painted, and this man is being accused, and these women are not taking accountability for their action, and their behavior is complete bullshit. So if these women, like I said, if this guy is being released for this story being released and is not accused, some of these bitches need to go to jail and be reinvestigated. I say they need to be reinvestigated because he's out now. What else do you have now? I said Bill Cosby, go at their heads, Don't just let them walk off like that because it didn't work. So, nah. Stay tuned for part 3, man. I will be, touching on these goofies, Look at all of them, man. Just bitter women who wanted to be a star so bad, and it didn't work out, and they fuck a rich guy and it didn't work out, and then now he raped them. Oh shit, I'm getting a phone call. Alright. But yeah, see y'all on part 3, man. We're gonna touch on this a little more. But like I said, Bill Cosby innocent. Buy what's that? NBC or something? Go get NBC, Bill Cosby. And make a show called Lying Hoes. Go get NBC, Bill. They try to stop you by using these women to accuse you so you couldn't buy that network. All right, catch you on the next part 3.